Say rolling around, sitting on doves, can't lie, I was high on shrubs.
So on top, we'll go back with another video. I'm Strange Wang, he is Nate. Today we're doing a tier list of actors. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and wait for the actress video to drop because it'll be coming after this pretty soon. I'll tell you how these tier list things work and then we'll get into it.
We take it one actor at a time. A lot of our normal rules about not having seen certain movies and stuff don't really apply to this list because I'm pretty sure that we've probably each seen at least one movie from each of these actors. But we'll both say what tier we think it should go in. If we have a really large discrepancy, then we will split the difference. And we also have a who box, just in case there's someone that we legitimately don't know who is. I will probably need help with names for some of these people, but
I feel like that
the
food
faces
box should also be for disrespect as well.
Okay, yeah. If we're just going to absolutely disrespect someone, it will be sarcastic. Who? First up, we got the Sandman.
My heart says there's no C. I don't know why there's no C. I didn't make this.
Yeah.
If I would have made this, there would have been Bogart. There would have been old actors. Mm-hmm. So that's a little disappointing.
We'll just go ahead and say James Stewart's in S tier.
Yeah, for sure. He has more shitty movies than he has good movies.
Right, and that's
he
what
also
makes
has
it
a
hard.
lot of classics.
Yeah.
So, but he can act.
That's true. He's shown us.
So I'm
Uncut Gems, Hustle.
I don't care about his bad movies.
Punch Drunk Love.
I'm sticking him. Personally, I want him in that B tier.
I think B is correct.
It's not correct, but
I think it is
be
because
correct.
yes. Well, I guess it depends on: are you rating them on their body of work, or are you rating them on the talent that they do have?
Yeah, that's fair.
And so if we're going by the talent that he does have, I think B is a good spot. Ooh, it's Al Pacino. My
heart says S, but he's made bad movies.
Speaking of the Sandman.
Yeah. So I'm going A.
Yeah.
I feel like that S tier is like, even if you're in a box, what you do is perfect.
Yeah.
Like if all of Sandman's comedies were hits,
right?
He's in the box, but he's batting 100%. So.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. And Al Pacino is great. What would keep him out of S for me, aside from his bad movies, is range. Like he is.
Yeah,
he is Al Pacino, and like I think there's a difference between a genre box and you can kind of only be this guy. You are really fucking good at being that guy. And his earlier work is a little bit better.
Yeah.
Like if you look at like Scarface
70s,
to The Godfather.
70s
like,
Pacino. Same thing with De Niro.
Yeah.
That 70s body of work is S tier all day.
Sure.
I will fight you on them too when it comes to 70s bodies of work when it comes to S tier. But that 80s... they kind of get out the box. They kind of get parodied in the 80s and the 90s. The 2000s.
Yeah.
Ugh, disgusting.
Right.
2010s. That's when it's... you are the same character in every movie. I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, De Niro's war grandpa. Like, the De Niroisms should not be there.
Yeah. But he did The Intern. It's so good.
That one is good. He acted in The Intern, though.
Yeah, it's true. I'm sure we'll get to De Niro at some point. Andrew Garfield. This is where I really wish we had a C, personally.
Really?
Yeah. What were you say?
I'm going F.
F?
Yeah.
Tell me more.
He has one good role, and he's only good at that role half the time.
You ever seen Hacksaw Ridge?
Oh, fuck. Yeah, that is right.
And I didn't really love the movie, but he's very good in Tick, Tick, Boom.
I didn't see it either.
I saw it. I just didn't love it. So
I was going to say he's only good Spider-Man. Like his Peter Parker's dog shit.
What else has he been in?
Hacksaw Ridge that's an Oscar-worthy performance.
Yeah.
So that's where I was kind of like, all right, you know what, you're right.
Well, I'm pretty sure he got nominated for Tick, Tick, Boom, too.
Silver Lake. The A24 movie.
Yeah.
I've seen it. And he's not being anything like... He's believable.
Yeah.
But it's not anything too crazy.
He definitely hasn't done anything to, like, absolutely blow me away yet. Like, Tick Tick Boom was very good, but, like...
I think D's
Yeah.
appropriate. Yeah. I was a little harsh on the F.
I don't know his name.
Antonio Banderas?
Oh.
Zorro?
Yeah,
The father from Spy Kids?
I'm starting to think that I
You need glasses.
am getting close to needing glasses.
You need contacts.
Yeah. He's got, like, a shadow on half his face. I could barely see him.
El Mariachi?
Yeah.
I feel like he's a B.
Really?
Bro.
I've never been impressed by Antonio
Household
Banderas.
name in the 90s.
Yeah, but again, what are we...
He's got great independent movies with the El Mariachi
Like, if
movies.
we're talking fame, then Sandler and this guy are S tier.
El Mariachi and Desperado are really good small independent movies.
But how good is he in those movies?
He's very good.
Okay.
Spy Kids.
He was in Spy
He
Kids.
did what he was supposed to do in Spy Kids. 93% of Rotten Tomatoes Spy Kids. Zorro, a big blockbuster in the 90s, made a lot of money. Got a sequel.
Yeah, but it's not a good.
It's alright. It's not bad.
Whatever.
It's enjoyable. Where would you put him? F?
I was going to say D.
Okay.
Which for this list is...
Yeah, that's fair. But he also has all those new, like, the one with the girl all wrapped up. He has a lot of, like, now good independent performances that people just don't hear of because IFC makes some more, this independent studio. He's like, his films go to Cannes, and, like,
Yeah.
when they do, they're, like, very well respected.
Yeah. I'm certainly not going to argue with you about Antonio Banderas' movie. I'm sure that we're going to argue about this next one.
S!
Because it's Arnold Schwarzenegger.
S!
And he is not going in S tier.
S!
No shot.
Why not?
He's not a good actor.
He does what he does very well.
Okay.
He can do comedy and action.
Has he made bad movies?
No.
Bullshit. You told me you hated The Expendables 4.
He's not in Expendables 4.
Okay. How good is The Expendables 3?
I don't think he's in that one either.
Okay, you know, Jingle All the Way, while a really
Phenomenal.
fun movie, is not a good
Phenomenal.
movie. Like, it's not a good movie.
When we do our Christmas Oscars, Best Actor, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
No.
Give me A. Give me S. Give me A.
I was going to say D.
No.
Bro, listen, if we're legitimately basing this on how good are you at acting, he's really good at being himself in a movie and, like, adopting a backstory to
Bro, that's
his
the
incredibly
greatest-
thick Austrian muscle man.
Greatest action star of all time. And he has comedy hits with twins, with, the one where he's pregnant.
I always forget the name of that movie. I always
Yeah.
want to call it Mr. Mom, but that's not the movie. Junior?
Junior.
Yeah.
Junior.
Ugh.
He's
See?
iconic.
Yes, he is iconic,
Right. B.
but he's not good.
B for bastard. 'Cause that's what you are.
Ben Affleck. B for Ben.
I'm happy with that.
With what? B for Ben?
Yeah.
Um,
I haven't seen The Town or Argo, so like...
Town, he's so good in The Town.
But he can do those movies. He can do Kevin Smith movies.
Honestly, I think
He might go an A.
I think he's an A.
Throw him an A.
Yeah, I really do legitimately think that Ben Affleck's an A.
A
He's
for Affleck.
very good.
Gone
Yeah.
Girl.
I mean, like, he's had not great ones,
Yeah.
but, like, he has... His list of, like, you were really good in that movie significantly outweighs his what the heck was that.
Yeah, that's fair.
Which, off the top of my head, his what the heck is that is Gigli
Gigli.
and the Anna de Armas movie, Blackwater, Deep Water, yeah, something water, yeah.
He also has Chronic that came out this year.
Hmm.
Hypnotic, that's what it's called.
Hypnotic, yeah.
Awful. Top 5 worst movies I've seen all year. Definitely gonna be in my top 10 worst of the year for sure.
Yeah. But based on his entire body of work, I really feel like A is fair for him. Ben Stiller.
D.
Yeah. I mean, his best work is in Wes Anderson movies, so
He makes okay comedies.
some of them. I just don't like him.
I don't like him much either.
Yeah.
But Meet the Fockers, Meet the Parents is a decent movie.
Yeah, so those are like his big ones. The museum movies.
The first one's decent. The
Zoolander.
Nah, that movie sucks. Fuck that
Heavyweights.
movie. Heavyweights is good. Maybe I like his movies a little bit more than I think. I was thinking of the Cameron Diaz one.
Oh, All About Mary.
What about Mary? No, he's good in that.
I think All About Steve.
The one where he marries Beatrice Kiddo, and his dad, Jerry Stiller, plays his father in the movie. He owns like a sports store. It's an okay rom-com. But yeah, D's appropriate.
Yeah. Benedict Cumberbatch.
I don't think he's that great.
Um,
He makes a lot of movies that people don't give a fuck about.
yeah, it's true. So I'm like keeping Doctor Strange out of it.
Keep Doctor Strange in it.
Well, no, just for
It's
like
a D.
I'm trying to think of what else he's in. Imitation Game, which meh.
Power of the Dog.
Power. Oh God, I hated that.
He makes movies people don't give a fuck about.
Yeah.
Throw some D's on that bitch.
Brad Pitt.
Almost let that S slip.
It might be appropriate. Also, LOL that he ended up next to her.
Yeah.
I
I can't think of a bad Brad Pitt movie. Throw that motherfucker on S. I mean, there's some movies I don't really care about.
Yeah.
Like Alliance. Where that movie had a couple years ago.
Uh-huh.
There's Killing Them Softly. Doesn't really get talked about. Not a bad movie. Doesn't get talked about. His movies just don't get talked about. Ad Astra. Doesn't get talked about.
Yeah, that might be his like worst movie, honestly. What's the movie where he's dang it. I think it's who directed Vice? No. That's not the guy. What's that freaking movie he's in? Is it a Coen Brothers movie? Where he's like wearing the red jumpsuit and he's like running on a treadmill while he's on the phone with somebody.
Oh, Burn After Reading.
Burn After Reading.
Coen Brothers.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He's good in that. And he's different. That's the range.
Yeah, I know. That's what I like about it. It's different. Yeah.
That's our first S.
Yeah, I think it's right.
Might be our only.
Brucey Boy.
Bruce Willis is in a box.
Yeah, he is.
Is it a B for box or is it a D?
Well,
because he tried to go outside the box. Not very successful outside the box.
Some of those diehards are bad.
Yeah.
And he's bad in them. That's what's tough is like Bruce Willis. Like, and I want to be clear, I do not blame the man for this. I think he's just a paycheck actor, and like he phones it in a lot. A lot. Chris Evans
hasn't had enough movies to go in A.
Yeah.
I'll throw him in B.
Yeah, I feel that.
If he never would have had not Thornberries. The family knives, I don't remember what they're called. Starts with a T.
Wait, what? What are you talking about?
The family Knives Out.
Oh, yeah.
They start with a T.
Yeah,
if it wasn't for Knives Out, he would be a D.
Yeah, because I mean, early wise, you got Scott Pilgrim, not another teen movie. You definitely don't get bumped to A tier for having freaking whipped cream on your junk. So, yeah, I think that's right for now. Chris Hemsworth.
F.
Yeah, I don't disagree.
One good Thor movie.
Yeah, and like so Extraction is not a bad little action thriller. He does his job in it, but it's not like
who else could
blow you away acting. And that's the thing. You could have put a lot of people in that role. And really the only thing that pops out to my head that he's done that is really different and he still wasn't that great in is Spiderhead.
Yeah, that movie was ass.
And it was okay. But I think that...
I liked him in the movie. I didn't like the movie.
Yeah. See, I didn't think he was that good at it. He was like... I think you could have put... I can't think of a single Chris Hemsworth role other than Thor that you can't switch someone out.
Yeah,
and it's just as good.
But I thought he did good being outside of the action box.
That's fair. Chris Pratt. Just getting all these Avengers guys in here. Huh?
Tomorrowland's good. He can do funny. He can do serious. But when you play one character in 5 movies, you're going to know that character inside and out.
Yeah, he's in Moneyball.
Yeah, he is in Moneyball for a quick period of time.
A few speaking lines. Danny DeVito. What?
Just wait and see what you say.
B.
I was going to go A, but I'm cool with a B.
Yeah. David Spade.
F.
Yeah. If it wasn't for the fact that David Spade is popular enough to where it wouldn't have made sense, I would have immediately said, who? But I can't stand that dude, and he's not a good actor.
He has one movie. He has Tommy Boy.
Yeah, right. Dwayne Johnson.
D.
Yeah.
Even inside of his box, he still makes not so good movies.
Right.
I love him.
There's like, yeah, I think we've just gotten too much of him. And it's definitely like, there's just too much.
Too much rocks a bad thing.
Yeah.
That's crackheads.
It really is.
Except in wrestling.
Eddie Murphy.
He made a lot of fucking bad movies.
Yeah.
But like Sandler, he can sometimes act.
Right.
But those movies are never good.
Right.
Except for Dolomite and Dreamgirls.
Yeah.
So is those 2 movies good enough to push him up? Because nobody gave a fuck about Mr. Churchill, whatever his name is.
Mm-hmm.
So does that put him in B or does it keep him in D? He has a lot of great comedies like Sandler.
Yeah.
He also has not a lot of great comedies like Sandler.
But I will say, so I'm leaning A just because...
A.
You said B or A, right?
No, B or D.
B or D?
Yeah.
Well, then it's got to be B.
Okay.
Because I think that in his comedies, I think he shows more range than Sandler does. Because like most of Sandler's movies, he's doing his whole "I'm a man-child" bit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And to varying degrees. So like Happy Gilmore, a little more man than child. Billy Madison, a little more child than man, but really kind of the same thing, right?
Child, a lot of child, man.
Yeah.
I like her boobies.
Yeah. Where Eddie Murphy, it's like he's a completely different person in Coming to America than he is in Trading Places, than he is in Beverly Hills Cop.
Okay.
You know, so I think he has a good bit more range. I don't know that man's name.
Who? I don't know either.
Harrison Ford. It's an A for me.
I was going S.
I was about to say, if not S.
Regarding Henry, have you ever seen that?
Yeah.
Very good movie.
Incredible movie. Yeah.
What's he done that hasn't been an action-esque movie, though? Let's think about the range here. I can't think of a bad movie he's been in.
So we got American Graffiti.
Besides Star Wars.
We got American Graffiti, Star Wars, Indiana Jones. And then apparently he's in a Western. With, who was that? Who else was in that Western? We just talked about it last
Gene
week.
Wilder.
Gene Wilder, yeah. I guess he's in some sort of Western.
He's in Apocalypse
comedy. He is pretty briefly in Apocalypse Now. The Fugitive. You get all his political thrillers, which The Fugitive isn't necessarily a political thriller, but it really feels like one in a lot of ways because it's like a big pharma conspiracy.
Has he been in any comedies or romance?
I don't know. Let's
he has so many great movies. I want to throw him in S, but the range.
Honestly, what made me pull back on S was, as much as I love him, like the recent Star Wars movies.
Oh, not the recent Indiana Jones movie.
I thought he was great in Dial of Destiny. I loved that movie. Like, it's definitely nowhere near as good as the first three.
Top 10 of the year for you? Well, you only seen 6 movies.
I was about to say, right, I've seen 9. But I'll do the same thing I do every year and just cram a bunch of movies in November and December. All right, Dial of Destiny, TV show, The Call of the Wild, Star Wars,
Secret Life
of Pets 2, Blade Runner 2049. Oh yeah, he's in The Age of Adeline, which is fine. He's not a huge.
Expendables 3. Talk shit about Expendables now, bitch.
He is in fact in Anchorman 2.
Nah, he's in that one scene. That doesn't.
Ender's Game. Meh. Paranoia. Oh yeah, he's in 42.
Yeah.
Cowboys and Aliens. Morning Glory. Don't know anything about that. Extraordinary Measures. Crossing Over. Crystal Skull. Firewall.
Yeah, the 2000s weren't too hot for him either.
Yeah, it went that way for a lot of people. Hollywood Homicide. K-19, The Widowmaker, which is actually a really fun movie. What Lies Beneath. Random Hearts. 6 Days, 7 Nights. Our Force
Sabrina,
One.
that's what I was thinking of. That's the difference.
Oh, yeah. The Devil's Own. I've never seen that. It must not be good because to have Brad Pitt and Harrison Ford in a movie together and it not get talked about much.
Yeah, but they got Clear and Present Danger. Scroll back up. At a 6.9. Scroll up.
I don't ever trust. It was
6.2. That's not far.
I don't trust IMDb ratings.
I'm saying that's not bad.
Yeah.
They got Patriot Game at a 6.8. So if that movie and this movie are that close, it probably isn't that bad a movie. It just got lost with time.
Yeah. He's been in a lot more movies.
I guess A for the range. Like, he doesn't have like an Aldo Rain comedic performance like Pitt does.
Is that Orlando Bloom?
That's Heath Ledger.
Yeah, well, they do look a lot alike.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
Bullshit.
Heath Ledger.
Bullshit. He has Joker and 10 Things I Hate About You.
Knight's Tale.
Don't give a fuck about that movie, honestly.
What? That movie's incredible.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's very good. He's very good in it.
3 movies, does that make him a...
Brokeback.
4 movies, I get that. That's a B.
A B? Where are you getting B from?
He doesn't have the catalog.
Yeah, but he's dead. So you can only rate him on what he had a chance to do. So the question is, how good are those movies? Or how good is he in those movies?
I don't think he did enough for A.
Yeah, he died.
I don't care.
So you can only base him off of what exists.
Yeah. And that puts him only up to a B.
Okay, so you're saying that between the work he did as the Joker in Brokeback Mountain and Knight's Tale, I can understand because it is a very niche movie, but he's very good in it. And I guess 10 Things I Hate About You is also sort of niche in a lot of ways. This dude is definitely at least an A.
No.
Yes.
Ben Affleck has more movies in 2000 or 2010 than Heath Ledger does. Harrison Ford has more good movies in the 80s than Heath Ledger does. Al Pacino has more good movies in the 70s than he does.
Why does volume matter?
Because repetition.
Because why? What does that have to do with how good of an actor you are?
You can go out there every single time and kill it.
And he went out there every single time, and at the bare minimum was like, you were really good in that.
4 times. In 2 decades, he made 4 movies.
I guarantee you he made more than 4 movies.
Yeah, of course he made more than 4 movies. But we're talking about those because they're not rememberable. No, don't scroll past. What's this?
I'm literally going to where it starts and then going up. He's in The Patriot.
For 15 minutes. That's a whole lot of shit I've never heard of.
Because they're TV shows. I have never heard of Paws. But I would imagine he was a kid in it. So, 10 Things I Hate About You. He's in The Patriot. Knight's Tale. Monsters Ball. No clue what The Four Feathers is. Or what Ned Kelly is. Or what that is. He's in Lords of Dogtown, which is a very good movie.
Very niche.
So what?
You just talked about how those other 2 was niche. That's a cult classic, Dogtown.
Yeah, I was giving you the props of saying, like, I understand why you might not find that performance memorable because the movie itself is very niche.
Alright, keep going. What else has he got?
Brokeback, The Brothers Grimm.
Ugh.
Candy, which I've never seen, but it has a 7.2. I'm Not There, the Bob Dylan movie. The Dark Knight. And then The Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus, which came out in 2009, so that's confusing. But
B. I'm still out of B.
Well, then we're going to have to rock, paper, scissors for it, because I'm not giving up on A.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
A it is. Hugh Jackman. He's really good at being Wolverine.
He can do the Les Mis stuff.
The what?
Les Mis.
Oh, yeah. He can do musicals. Greatest Showman.
He was exceptionally good in that Chris Nolan movie. What's that movie called?
Barbenheimer?
No. It has Batman in it.
Which one?
Nolan's Batman.
Christian Bale?
Yeah.
Oh, the
Prestige.
Magician movie.
Yeah, The Prestige. He's really good in that.
Yeah.
And then you got older films where he were just kind of like 90s movies, like Swordfish.
Yeah, Swordfish.
So he does have a little bit of range.
A little bit, yeah.
There's range in the Wolverine character.
That's true.
Movie 43.
Eh. I mean, it took balls.
Gross. I guess. I'm at a D or a B.
Yeah, I really wish we had a C.
Yeah.
I feel like B's too high.
Okay.
And I want to put him in C, but we don't have a C, so. Jack Black.
D.
Yeah.
He has that box and he does good in that box.
Mm.
I don't want to see a full Jack Black movie unless it's School of Rock.
Bruce Lee. It's Jackie Chan.
I really seriously just wanted to smack you in the back of the head. I just want to buy.
Jackie Chan. F.
You like
I'm
Jackie
just
Chan.
kidding.
I don't understand.
I'm just kidding.
I expected this was Stallone.
No. I care because I care a lot more than you do about how good they actually are at acting.
Jackie's a B. The only time he's ever gone out of that action or action comedy role is Foreigner.
Yeah.
That's still an action movie.
Uh-huh.
But that's just like a dramatic version of an action movie.
Yeah. I'm going to say B, and that's also because I know he made a ton of Chinese movies that are like beloved over there, but are like just movies we wouldn't watch. But Jack Nicholson.
I'm gonna go A. He's got two classics.
It's tough not to.
At least two classics in the 80s with Batman as Joker and The Shining.
Yeah.
His 70s work is up there with Pacino and De Niro.
Right. Easy
and
Rider.
60s. He's got 60s.
Cuckoo's
5 Easy
Nest,
Pieces.
5 Easy Pieces. And then going further, I mean, you got Few Good Men.
Yeah, that's the one from the 90s. Departed,
which I think is honestly one of his weaker movies, but still he's very good in it.
I feel like he's underrated.
And I know
just because of time.
I know he's been, but he was hot shit in the 70s and 80s.
Yeah.
He was like the biggest actor in the 70s and 80s. I gotta look his stuff up because I have this one specific image in my head of him.
The Bucket List.
Is
that what you're thinking of?
I think that's what I'm thinking of. Thank you. Yeah.
Him and Morgan Freeman in Egypt.
Yeah. That's the Bucket List was what I was thinking of. Yeah. But yeah, I can't see him being somewhere other than A.
Yeah. I hate that like people like don't get me wrong, rightfully so. Joker, Jack Torrance.
Yeah.
Iconic roles. I love them. People aren't going to remember 5 Easy Pieces.
Right.
They barely remember it now. 20 years from now, they're not going to fuck with it.
Sure.
He's what has happened to Marlon Brando in the last 10 years is what's happening to Nicholson in the next 15 years.
Well, maybe, but Marlon Brando didn't help himself out either because he got really fucking weird.
Yeah, but Nicholson, he has some cancelable offenses.
That's true. Jason Momoa.
He's so fucking cool, but he makes nothing but bad stuff.
That's true. I think he's an F.
His best performance is a TV show. And he has no dialogue.
Jason Statham.
D.
Yeah.
Some of that Jason Statham action movies is pretty decent.
Yeah, they're fun. He's just a one-note guy.
Yeah.
Jim Carrey.
I feel like you gotta put him with Eddie and Adam.
I think you do.
He has probably more dramatic roles, but that's because like you get like dark crimes and shit you don't heard of just because he's went crazy.
Yeah.
But like movies that made it to a fucking theater by a studio.
Yeah.
He's got 3 or 4 just like Sandler, just like Eddie.
Yeah. His just stand out more because his dramas are like, they have a really quirky element to them.
And then he's made bad movies like Mr. Popper's Penguins.
Yeah. Joaquin Phoenix.
I think this motherfucker overrated as shit.
Yeah, I mean, I think he is really good, but
it's the same thing, not to the extent of Benedict Cumberbatch. I don't like his movies. Inherent Vice, don't give a fuck. Joker, good performance in a not good movie. You can't just take 2 Martin Scorsese movies, put them together, and say you made a good movie.
Sure.
That's not a good movie. His performance as Joker is a excellent performance.
Gladiator.
He's good in Gladiator. Gladiator is a decent movie. The
Beau is Afraid.
Yeah, that I gotta watch it again. It was super weird and a lot at once, but he's good in it. But even that, it's a decent movie. That's a 7 to an 8.
Mm-hmm.
If you're going off of just entertainment.
Yeah.
And filmmaking. But like mainly entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think of that fucking movie of his.
What's it about?
He's a hitman. You Were Never Really Here.
Oh, yeah.
That's probably my favorite movie of his.
Don't worry, he won't get far on foot.
Haven't seen it. Walk the Line's really good. That's probably what people would say is his best movie outside of Joker, just because of it's a DC property.
Yeah.
Her.
I knew there was one I was thinking.
You really like Her?
I was like, I know there's a Joaquin Phoenix movie that I really, really love, and it was Her.
Come
That's
on.
what it was.
Just
The Sisters Brothers, dude, that movie.
good performance, bad movie.
Yeah. The Master. Yeah.
We on the Night.
Huh.
Signs.
Brother Bear, who knew?
Forgot about Signs.
Yeah, forgot about Signs.
I don't like it, but B. I refuse to put him in A.
I think B's fine. Johnny Depp.
Got classics.
He does have classics.
Got bad movies.
Definitely has some bad movies. Lone Ranger.
I guess B.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Josh Brolin.
Brain Not Work. Josh Brolin.
It's a D.
Tell me more.
Thanos.
Not unconvinced. Yeah.
Cable.
Yeah.
Not good as Cable.
No Country.
No Country for Old Men.
Which I really feel like didn't ask a lot of him.
Nah, that's an all-screen presence type of...
Yeah. Which, like, that still goes into your acting skill, for
so,
sure.
like, easily his best movie. But he's been so tied up with Marvel shit,
Yeah.
he hasn't really had a chance to widen. He was George Bush in a movie that not a lot of people watch.
Right.
I don't even know the name of it.
Yeah. W, I think.
Yeah. He doesn't have a body of work to back up his...
And he hasn't been good enough in what he has.
Yeah.
Keanu Reeves. That one's really tough. Because, like, man, he's really bad in some movies. But he's...
What movies is he really bad in? Because Knock Knock is the one that's come to my mind. But that's almost like a cult classic now because of how bad it is.
There are parts of the Matrix series where he is, like, really...
Well, there's only
really
one good movie in the
bad.
Matrix series, so...
Yeah, but I don't... I just...
Neo
Right.
is the iconic character he made, so...
Let's start from
Iconic. You got Bill and Ted.
Which, like, he's not good in, but he's also not supposed to be.
You got...
So, like, Bill and Ted's weird.
What's that River movie he's in? It's not Mystic River.
Yeah, I don't know off the top of my head. And then there's Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Yeah.
Alright, Bill and Ted, Parenthood, Love You to Death, Point Break. I forgot about Point Break. Never Seen My Own Private Idaho.
So coming up, he's just
Much
had
Ado
like...
About Nothing.
I think it's River's Edge.
Speed. I forgot about Speed.
Yeah.
Reaction. The Last Time. Devil's Advocate.
Alright, you went to...
Matrix. Do what?
Go back down. That River movie, he's a teenager in the River movie. It's gonna bother me if I don't remember the name of it. Keep going. River's Edge. I was right. River's Edge. But he has a screen presence. He has a likability that not a lot of actors have.
Yeah.
I understand he has a lot of bad movies. But he also has a lot of iconic movies. And then he has a Scanner Darkly. He has those small movies, the independent scene that are beloved.
47 Ronin. He's incredible in John Wick.
I want to put him in A.
I haven't seen it here, but he's in a Netflix movie called To the Bone, which he is very, very good in.
He plays a teacher in that, right?
Well, he's
the
like,
anorexia movie.
yeah, he's not a teacher.
Counselor?
He's a counselor. Mm-hmm.
I want to put him an A, but I understand if you don't think he deserves A.
I think I could dig it, honestly. After like looking through it, part of that is because I just haven't seen a lot of what are probably his bad movies.
Yeah.
But Kevin Hart,
One hit wonder.
fuck, I cannot stand Kevin Hart. Leo,
I also think he's overrated, but he's an A.
how's he overrated?
Range. He has one comedic-esque performance with Wolf of Wall Street. But
You don't think that there's like significant comedic elements to Calvin Candy?
yeah, that's a Tarantino script.
He has to act it.
But like,
He's funny in Catch Me If You Can.
yeah, but he doesn't. There's not that big action role he has.
So what?
There's not that big.
Not every person on here is going to have a big action role.
Yeah, I get that, but like, I wouldn't really count Titanic as a period piece. But he doesn't really have a period piece to work off of.
Well, Titanic's definitely a period piece.
But it's not, you know what I mean.
It's not like old England
Yeah, like,
or like revolutionary times.
he can't really do anything outside of American-esque films. Blood Diamond.
As
His
opposed
accent's
to
awful in
who?
that.
What non-American thing has Brad Pitt done?
Inglourious Bastards. Oliva Darci. I'm just throwing it out there that like I'm talking my way through it. I'm talking out loud because it's a video.
Dude, he's so fucking good. That man is an S tier actor.
I don't think he's an S tier actor.
He absolutely is.
I don't think so.
He truly is. And that's like objective. Like,
I'll write paper scissors for it. I'm not. He's an A, not an S.
you're being too biased, but
I'm
it is
being
what
very
it is.
biased for sure. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
It's a disservice. Liam Neeson.
I'm going F too.
Yeah, I'm trying to think outside of
Darkman, Taken franchise. Schindler's List. I guess D for Schindler's List.
Gangs
I'm
of New
taking
York.
10 minutes of Gangs of New York.
Is that one of the Wayans brothers?
Yeah.
Which one?
He's the one that actually he acts a little bit. He was in
Is that Damien?
yeah, I think so. No,
It's not
Marlon.
Is it Marlon?
I think so. Yeah, he was in that A24 Sofia Coppola movie with Bill Murray. D.
Sure. Bad Boys. Martin Lawrence.
I really like Martin Lawrence. His comedic 90s stuff, early 2000s, is all the same level of good. I'm going B.
Beep.
Has no range.
But he has no range.
No range. But
Okay, so you're saying what? You're so inconsistent because
I am
you just don't
inconsistent.
want certain people to be in certain boxes.
well, it has to have a little
Okay,
bias.
I say
in it.
F.
Then D it is.
He's not funny.
Bullshit. You love Blue Streak and Bad Boys.
I'm fine with B because I'm not an objective asshole.
I'm an
Subjective
asshole now.
Morgan
Good for him.
Freeman.
B.
Yeah, I think that's right. Like, Morgan Freeman is really enjoyable to watch, but he's also just kind of always Morgan Freeman.
Yeah. Like his two big movies are Driving Miss Daisy, which is now forgettable. People don't like it. Politically incorrect. It's boring, whatever you want to say about it. And Shawshank. Outside of that, if you ask someone on the street, they're going to say Bruce Almighty.
Right.
And that's not
Unless you're my dad and you're going to say Red.
that's not an iconic. You should be an A-list. Lucius Fox is a side character.
Yeah.
In 2 good to great movies.
Yeah. Nicolas Cage. He was really good in Pig.
It's interesting because he can do Pig, he can do Face Off, he can do comedy. He has range, but he has a lot of really bad movies.
Have you watched Face Off yet?
No.
Fucking deranged in that movie.
But also, he's got that vampire one where he goes through the alphabet.
Oh,
A,
yeah.
B, C, D.
Yeah. Renfield or whatever it was called.
No, the one from the early 90s. Renfield's the new one.
Oh. But he's also in that one, right?
Yeah, he's Dracula in that one. I'm saying B, but it probably should be
The
an
bees, not the bees.
A. So,
Wait, what? You said probably should be an A?
probably should be in B, but if you made an argument for A, I wouldn't be mad about it.
I would not make an argument for A. And again, this is another one where if there was a C, I would put him in it. Dude, I mean, he's really, really bad in a lot of movies.
Yeah, but he's also... I guess because he's a cold actor, I would go D. Because he is super niche.
I think that's... Joe Pesci.
Yes.
Oh, Bobby D.
I guess you gotta put him in A. He makes bad movies.
Yeah.
For every good movie he's made in the 2010s and the...
He's made too many bad movies. I'm fine with someone making some bad movies and them still potentially being an S-class actor, but he's made too many. Too many. Brain work.
RDJ.
Yeah, Robert Downey Jr. Here you go. He was really good as Iron Man, but outside of that, you got The Soloist, you got Tropic Thunder, Doolittle, I mean, I know he had stuff in the 80s, but... Oh, Chaplin, the Chaplin movie.
Yeah. Where do we put Jackman?
Hugh?
I feel like he's Hugh Jackman in this situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where did we put Hugh Jackman?
He's in D. Next to Rocky.
Oh, yeah, there he is. Yeah. Yeah. And the thing is with his whole little career resurgence, I think if he wanted to do other stuff, he could do it and be really good in it.
But all he wants to do is make documentaries with his father.
But he hasn't. So, Robert Pattinson. That boy good.
I wish he had range. I would throw him an S.
Yeah, he does just kind of have like dark, brooding, odd guy. And that's kind of like his note.
A.
Yeah. I think that one's fair for him. Robin Williams.
So it comes down to Insomnia and 1 Hour Photo. Is that enough to put him above Sandler, Jim Carrey, Eddie Murphy?
Do any of their wives fart in their sleep?
No, also Good Will Hunting. Is that enough to bring him out of the comedy bracket we've kind of made him be?
Well, so I think another important thing to ask is how good are his comedies?
I don't think his comedies are better than Jim Carrey, Eddie Murphy, or Sandler.
I don't think so either.
His dramatic performances
are better. And so that's why I think that it's still a B.
Except for Patch Adams.
I hate Patch Adams. I think it's still a B because it is the same predicament, but his dramatic roles are better than theirs, but I think his comedies are worse.
Have you seen Insomnia yet?
Insomnia?
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Gotta get on that shit, man. You got Collateral this year, so I ain't gonna bust your chops too much.
Ryan Reynolds.
F. D.
I
But I want to say F.
Yeah, I wasn't really gonna argue with you. I mean, I don't.
He tries, and it works for parts of movies, but he can't go a whole movie without a Ryan Riddle
Like,
ism that fucks it up for me.
Unless you go back to like some of his like first 10 movies, and then he's not that way. Like, I don't know. Career wise, what he has done is clearly working very well for him, but I sure do not enjoy watching it on the screen. Samuel L. motherfucking Jackson.
B. He's made too many bad movies. I want to go A.
What's the shark movie?
Deep Blue Sea.
Yeah, that's right.
His bad movies are iconic, though, some of them. But he also makes a bunch of straight-to-DVD garbage.
It's true.
Like that cell phone movie. Cell.
Yeah.
I think that keeps him out of A. I think B's perfect.
Yeah, other than like when he does like some character work, I don't know that I could think of a Sam Jackson performance where I'm like, that motherfucker should have got an Oscar.
Yeah. Because, like, his best movie outside of a Tarantino movie, in my opinion, is A Long Kiss Goodnight. That's an action movie.
Yeah.
He doesn't have enough.
I really like Black Snake Moan.
That's basically a Tarantino movie.
But,
he doesn't have enough in,
Star Wars?
No.
I don't even think he's very good in Star Wars.
He's a DJ.
Magic Mike?
No, he's not even in that movie. Fuck, Spike Lee.
Oh, Do the Right Thing.
Yeah, he doesn't have enough in Do the Right Thing.
No, he's just, yeah. Yeah.
Beast.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Michael Scott.
Steve Carell.
Thank you. Steve Carell.
I think he's underrated.
He is. I will still never forgive Welcome to Marwin, though.
I'll throw him in B.
Yeah. I mean, Little Miss Sunshine, Dan in Real Life. Like, he is actually a really good dramatic actor.
Spotlight. Or the other one. Or Spotlight and then The Big Short. He's in one of those.
Oh, The Big Short. Yeah. Yeah. Very good in The Big Short. Yeah.
Seeking a Friend for the End of the World. Date Night.
Yeah.
Crazy Stupid Love.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Stallone.
I just thought about this and I hate that it's on Stallone because we're about to argue. Go back down. Where the fuck is Denzel Washington at? How the fuck do you forget about goddamn Denzel Washington?
It's a great question.
That's some bullshit.
Yeah.
I think Stallone is a B, but you never seen Copland. You don't think he's that good in the first Rambo.
I don't think he's very. I don't think he's very good at any movie. I think he's the same as Arnold Schwarzenegger. You can do this thing. And in the 80s, when that thing was really popular, you were really famous because you had muscles and you could do that thing.
I disagree. I think he's a good dramatic actor.
Because of one movie?
Copland, Rocky, Rambo, Creed. That's 4 movies. And don't tell me...
None of those are dramas. They have dramatic elements. He does... I'm not even just trying to rub you the wrong way. He does not sell me on the drama shit in Rocky at all. Creed is better. Creed is a lot better. Rambo...
You can't tell me he doesn't act in Rambo.
Yeah, he does some. But I still don't think it's that good. I would say D.
Fine.
Taylor Lautner.
Abduction's one of the most underrated movies of all time.
Is it really?
No. but it's a guilty pleasure, and I really like that movie, so let's keep him out of F. I said let's keep him out of F, and you throw him right in
I
F.
thought you said let's keep him in F.
No, I have a special place in my heart for reduction.
Yeah, I don't care enough about Taylor Lautner to argue with
You don't like
about it.
Shark Boy?
Terry Crews. Also, how the heck, to back up your point, how the heck do you have Taylor Lautner on this list and not Denzel Washington?
Stupid.
Terry
Hold
Crews.
on, real quick.
Go ahead.
Denzel's on here, hypothetically.
Yeah.
A or S? I'm going S.
Yeah. No, I think Denzel Washington is like one of the, if not the best actor that has existed during my generation. He is so fucking good.
Like, love Sydney.
Yeah.
However, range, career-wise, and not including his directing, because Sydney did a lot of the good things directing.
Yeah.
Freeman, Jackson, hell, even Murphy. No one can touch Denzel Washington. Greatest black actor of all time. Country mile.
Yeah. No.
Daniel Kaluuya is going to catch up to him.
He could. And
if he keeps choosing these projects that puts him in different areas.
Yeah, I think if he dropped the, like, I'm kind of weird sometimes bit, Lakeith Stanfield could get there, but I think Daniel Kaluuya's got the edge.
Lakeith Stanfield's stuck. He's not going to change.
I don't think he is either.
I love him. But he's great.
Yeah.
That Haunted Mansion shit is not going to get him.
Yeah.
It's going to give him a lot of fucking money.
But they could have, realistically, Kaluuya and Stanfield could have like a Leo and Brad Pitt thing going on if they wanted to.
Because they got Get Out.
Yeah.
They got... Oh, fuck. What's... The Black Panther movie. Judas and the Black Messiah.
Yeah.
What else? That's it?
Yeah, I think so.
But John David, conversation or no?
John David Washington, he could be. I think he could be in there. And because I mean, Michael B. Jordan is just so interested in this, like, sort of actiony, like he had Just Mercy, which he was very good in. So I think depending on how he decides he wants his career to go,
Don't sleep on Fruitvale.
Fruitvale Station's very good. So I think he could be up there for sure. And then I feel like if Idris Elba was going to do it, he would have done it by now. And
out the question.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see if there's a person I can, like, relate him to. Benedict Cumberbatch. He's good in a bunch of movies nobody gives a fuck about.
Right. Sorry, British people.
Yeah.
But yeah, Denzel's an S all day for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Terry Crews.
Too gimmicky.
Yeah.
We're not counting TV shows. I love Everybody Hates Chris. But that's an F.
Yeah. Has he ever been the lead in a movie?
John Henry.
Yeah.
That movie got awful reviews.
The one movie that he could be the lead in? Yeah.
Fights Ludacris.
Tobey Maguire.
D, not enough. Yeah, Spider-Man.
Yeah, I don't care
Babylon.
I don't care how much he has or hasn't done. I care about how good he's in what he did.
Spider-Man, Babylon, Great Gatsby, Pleasantville,
Seabiscuit. One of those gambling movies. Oh, wait.
I think that was real life. I don't think that was a gambling
Well,
movie.
no. I got them mixed up because I was thinking of Molly's Game,
yeah.
where Michael Cera plays, who is probably, I think D. Yeah. Even considering what he's done. Tom Cruise.
Hey.
Why?
He has dramatic stuff.
Yep.
In the 80s, like the person we talk about next, he did this little comedy thing, you know.
Mm-hmm.
He had little hijinks, funny movies, whiskey business, shit like that. He has a few good men under his belt. He has these thrillers like
The Firm.
things like that. He can do action.
Yeah.
He does his own stunts.
Yes. So he has range. He has volume.
He has the career to match.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't have enough classics to put him in S, in my opinion. He has that bar.
So you're telling me that Tom Cruise
Has never made a movie.
doesn't have as many classics as Brad Pitt.
He's never made a movie as good as Brad Pitt. He's never made a movie as good as Pacino's third best movie. As good as De Niro's third best movie.
He made A Few Good Men,
That's why I said third best movie.
which is better than any of their third best movies.
I don't think so.
What's Pacino's third best movie?
Probably Dog Day Afternoon.
Okay. I've never
Yeah.
seen that, so I can't answer that question. What's Brad Pitt's third best movie?
Moneyball.
What are you saying his number 1 and 2 are?
Talking about performance.
He's like his best movie, yeah, sure.
Performance wise. Fight Club and
Yeah.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. And Moneyball.
I'm not gonna argue it. But that's only because the more I think about it, I don't know that I really think that he does have range. He's just kind of that Tom Cruise, I'm cocky, I'm the smartest guy in the room. So sure.
Like his decades have range. Like he did this in this decade.
He does different
this in
genres,
this decade.
but he's still kind of just Tom Cruise in all of those movies. So, you are dead wrong about Leo still, but but Tom Cruise I agree with.
Yeah, sure. Was we going to argue about the same thing?
What?
Like we both agree he's an A, but never mind.
What?
I think he has more range than you think he does.
Eh.
But next Tom.
Tom Hanks. You can't put him in S.
Why?
Because you told me the other day that you agreed with the take that Tom Cruise is a better actor than Tom Hanks.
When did I say that?
Last week.
Is it on camera?
No, but I came in and I told you about this podcast that I was listening to, and that someone's hot take was that Tom Cruise was a better actor than Tom Hanks, and you said, I agree.
I'll go throw him in S. Where would you put him?
I'd put him in S.
Then put him in S then.
Like, other than the stupid dog movie, I mean, I can't think of anything that would make me want to pull Tom Hanks out of S tier.
The only other bad movie I can think of is that really bad Pinocchio movie that came out this year. last
Geppetto?
year.
Yeah, and apparently, I never saw it. Apparently, the post isn't great.
That's got nominated for an Oscar.
Sully got shit on, but the movie was kind of boring, but he's really good in it. So, Tom Hardy.
Overrated? He's a one-trick pony in my opinion.
A touch, yeah.
I throw him in B.
Yeah, I can dig it. Because like things like Locke exist. Where it's like, you can do this shit. Stop. I mean, I know the money is great, but just stop being in Venom movies. Tom Hiddleston.
D.
Yeah, I don't know that I've seen a Tom Hiddleston movie that isn't a Marvel movie, so if you say so. Tom Holland.
A lot of Toms.
Who I have seen 2 movies in that were not Spider-Man movies, and they were bad.
Cherry and...
some other movie where he's got like multiple personality disorder. and Anna was watching it the other day, and I jumped in pretty early, and it was not good. It was kind of like Split, but like not with the supernatural element to it. Like he's on trial for murder, and then this lady's trying to prove that he should be not guilty by reason of insanity because it was one of his other personalities that committed the murder and not him as a person. It was not a good movie.
Best Spider-Man though, so I'll put him in D.
Sure. Tommy Lee Jones. So, best movie, A Few Good Men, or not A Few Good Men.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
No Country for Old Men.
Yeah. Fugitive.
He's good. He's very good in The Fugitive.
I feel like he would be a low C, but a high D in this case.
Yeah, I can dig it. What was that? Do you remember or know the name of the Tommy Lee Jones movie off the top of your head? Where he has to protect all the sorority girls.
I thought it was the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders.
Maybe it was. I don't know. I can't remember.
Man of the House.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Vin Diesel.
Memory crazy.
Bro, that's an F for me.
I'm an F then.
Yeah. Because I'm thinking outside of Fast and Furious, obviously incredibly popular franchise. Nothing he's doing in Fast and Furious is blowing me away. And then so I think about his other shit, which is The Chronicles of Riddick, The Pacifier.
You taking the franchise of Riddick?
Huh?
The franchise of Riddick?
Yeah, whatever ones he's in.
Pitchfork. He's in all of them.
Yeah.
There's 4 or 5 of them.
You may lose my train of thought. Can't remember
Pacifier.
other movies now.
Riddick. Bloodshot, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Was
that last year or 2 years ago?
Yeah, the Vampire Hunter movie. Or the Witch Hunter. Iron Giant.
Oh, yeah.
Saving Private Ryan.
Not good in Saving Private Ryan. I just watched that the other day.
Keep him F down.
Yeah. Will Smith.
For Chris Rock, F.
Here's my thing with Will Smith. When he tries drama, it is either you should get nominated for that good, or it is like, bro, quit fucking trying so hard. You're not that good. And like,
what?
7 Pounds.
I haven't seen 7 Pounds.
That other movie that came out.
The slave movie?
No.
King Richard?
No.
Concussion?
Concussion, maybe. Hold that thought. He has this air about him when he does drama that if it's not in the right movie, he feels cheesy as shit to me.
Talking about the one where he's God? People are like praying to angels?
Maybe.
We got Ma in it.
That might be the one I'm thinking of. I'll know it as soon as I see it.
It's not good.
Yeah, I know. After Earth, while we're on the subject.
Pursuit of Happiness.
Yeah, I had to have... because I'm on his fucking producing credits. I remember my first time on IMDb. Gemini Man. Aladdin. Bright. Collateral Beauty is what I was thinking of.
Yeah. Focus. He tries to be serious in that movie.
Yeah, and see, that's what I'm talking about. He has these movies where he is trying very hard to be serious, and it just is like, bro, stop. Like,
I wasn't lying about that F thing. Fuck Will Smith.
Why?
Because he slapped Chris Rock.
Okay, but we're not talking
all
about
biasness. All bias. Bro, I can't watch a Will Smith movie the same now.
Okay, well, I'm going to say he's an S. So where you want to split the difference at?
I'll put him in D.
That's not... Well, actually, splitting it would be B.
No, we'll think of it. His big movies.
I'm
are-
actually down with D. I really, really, really fucking hate those movies where he, and even the ones where it works, like Pursuit of Happiness, is just like his performance is just like too sweet or something. I don't know how to explain it. It was just like
too wholesome.
Ugh. And then finally, Willem, not DeFriend, but Defoe. That's a really interesting person to put on this list when you left so many like leading actors off of it.
Yeah, no Matt Damon.
Right.
But
you put Ben Affleck.
Chris Pratt on here.
I mean, does he miss? His biggest movies
That's the thing. He's not a lead guy.
are the Florida Project and The Lighthouse.
Focus. Is that what that movie's called? Where he's trapped in the place?
He played Jesus
Condo?
once.
Last Temptation of Christ.
Yeah.
Then he just pops up in everything. He's in John Wick. He's in Wes Anderson.
He's in clear. I'm pretty sure it's Clear and Present Danger.
He's in Low A. He can do a Green Goblin. He can do Crazy Lighthouse. He's either high A or low B.
Yeah, I don't.
Name a bad movie. And if it is a bad movie, he's not the lead in it. So you get the scapegoat aspect of it.
Yeah. I gotta take a peek just to. Oh, that movie he played Van Gogh in. I forgot about that.
Not a bad movie, though. Poor Things hasn't came out yet, so
Right.
we can't really judge it. But he has like a lead inside. That's what I was talking about.
Asteroid City, Inside.
He's in Asteroid City.
Yeah, like 2 seconds worth.
Okay.
Yeah. Apparently he was in a movie called Dead for a Dollar.
I haven't seen it.
I definitely don't remember him being in The Northman.
He's the witch doctor.
Oh, yeah.
He's in that movie for 5 minutes.
He's in Nightmare Alley.
For 10 minutes.
French Dispatch, only in one of the little things.
Togo. Ew.
Zack Snyder's Justice League. Togo. I'm assuming some of these were just like straight to.
Yeah, looking at it now, I'm more in the B.
But that doesn't mean that they're bad, I guess.
Who's seen him?
Aquaman, Fox Lux.
He's a strong B.
Yeah.
Based on all these movies I haven't heard of.
Murder, Only the Orient Express, Florida
The
Project.
Great Wall.
Yeah.
Not good.
I guess homie just works a lot more than it seems, but
Well, when you're only in some movies for 5 minutes, I guess you can do a lot of fucking movies.
yeah, I think high B. But to be in that many movies and to be a high B, was pretty good.
Honestly, more S's than I thought. We have 3 S's with the honorable mention of Denzel, Tom Hanks, and Brad Pitt.
Should have been 3.
That is 3.
Should have been 4.
Yeah, Schwarzenegger.
You're insane.
But let us know, who did they leave off this list since we didn't make it? What screw-ups did the list have, as he said, with the Leo? Whatever. But fair is fair. Let us know all that stuff in the comment section below. Subscribe. Stay tuned for those actresses in the next video. Maybe not next video. Sometime later.
It's not a game, it's a rap.